Welcome to Heart and Soul. Well, it's a good show after Easter. It's a nice long and it's all about fun and entertainment and vibe.
Mhm.
Of course, we bring in that today to Heart and Soul. So, ladies, we know everybody know all of us by now, but if we have some new, viewers, introduce all yourselves now. Let me get to know who all is.
Lisa,
Potmouth.
Lisa, giving
Well,
way to
I think
you.
according to you as the favorite import, export, which one you say? I remember. Lisa Molly in London, being Lisa Love, the little Instagram, the little blogging, trying to make it out here. London.
And Giselle, the resident host mouth, as I like to say. Last week, Lisa
Yes.
said as the local something. So I'm the local something as well. Just saying the things that you are thinking, but dare not say.
That is so true. That
Dare
is
not
so
say.
true. And I am Crystal. Thank you for joining us. And today's hot topic. So, lady, ready for this one? I hope all you're ready, yeah, because
Drum roll.
I think I
the
always
thing.
ready.
No, 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 Lisa. I don't know if you're ready for this one.
You never know.
Biggest relationship mistakes. And we want to
Oh,
know
Jesus.
who
Okay, all
and
right,
what.
bye.
Come.
You know how to the
Put on
run,
my
eh?
glasses.
The run. Anyway, you in London, nobody can come for you. You
I
can
know,
name
right?
some
I
trivia.
can't.
Yes, yes, and then London big, nobody is studying. You know what I mean? But you could change your name. You don't have to call your name. But
Now I'm calling my
ultimately,
name.
the biggest relationship mistakes, and what did you learn from it essentially?
I think for me, I learned, not learn, I think my mistakes were fighting for the wrong reason. And not
Hmm.
physically fighting, but fighting to keep a
Yeah,
situation going when it wasn't really worth it. But in the moment, it's just think that everything worth it. Oh God, yeah, yeah, we love each other. Mhm. Yeah,
Mm.
I think,
Mm.
yeah, that's what it is.
I would say making decisions, one, for convenience,
hmm,
because
Hmm.
I mean, a lot of women do that. They make decisions based on it's just convenient. I'll stay because it's easier to stay than to go.
Yeah.
I've been with this person so long, so that's one big mistake because it's a mistake that I see repeatedly, not only in my past
Mhm.
but in people's present and perhaps future. So that's for me, Crystal.
yeah. I think for me it would be not leaving when I should have.
Yeah.
You recognize the signs, you recognize the red flags, and red flags are different reasons. For some people, it's abuse. For some people, it's financially draining. For some
Yeah.
people, it's bad sex. you know, it
Yeah.
could be
We did
I am that some
whatever.
people.
I'm
we did that in a previous episode.
I know, but I'm just saying, but definitely not leaving when you should have, I am,
Yeah.
like I told you before, I'm a forgiving person. So naturally, I believe in second chances because,
Mhm.
I mean, we've all made mistakes. I've made mistakes. Somebody give me a second chance at some point in time. So generally, I feel, well, okay, let me give you a second chance.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, I
No, I
shouldn't have
should
done
not
that.
have. No, I
I
should
I
not
should
have.
not
certainly
have
not.
done that,
No. It wasn't
So, yeah.
yeah.
I think believing it's going to get better is also a thing too. Like
Mhm.
at some
Mm.
point, as Lisa said, you kind of know. I once heard an analogy that somehow women always know when to have one more wear in the jeans and
Yeah.
one more wear in the shoe. Like they
You know
know
your
like
parents
just
is the
before the
trusted
Yeah.
gut
yeah.
feeling.
So you always know like these things. Like the shoe squeeze in here, it's one more wear before the heel drop off. But you
The
somehow
eel
you
is before
don't
it starts to snap.
know you just don't know when. I don't know if you don't know, but your gut is already telling you, but you're
Yeah.
not instinctively acknowledging and
So you
accepting it's
yeah,
over.
because sometimes we
Mm.
ignore our intuition or the other party, and this works for both men and women because it has some woman who just rely out there. The other party make you feel like you're crazy for having this instinctive feeling about
Yeah.
something that's
Yeah.
telling you something is wrong. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I tell people that, the universe is parallel, all truths are parallel. So when something comes up, it doesn't just
Yeah.
happen by coincidence. This is the
Right.
universe because you put out that energy out there And depending on the type
Yeah,
of person you are, the universe is putting back something in your space to alert you to say, hey, this is not right for you.
And then too, sometimes the attraction is what attracted that person to you or you to that person. I don't know, it's have a kind of a pull
I'm
that
wary of
sometimes you're not able to
electricity.
understand.
I'm wary of that electricity, or I say electric
Yeah, it'll make
feeling or
sense of
chemistry.
now I am.
Sometimes the people you have the greatest chemistry
Mhm.
with are toxic. They're not good for you. But you have sometimes, not all the time. So, your instincts do tell you, yeah, something is not right here, but you're going off of the energy, the electricity, the vibe, that kind of thing.
Well, I think sometimes it's too because the two persons have been together for so long and they've been through so much together. So some people have children involved, So it's like it's harder for them to make that decision to
Convenient.
leave.
It's
Yeah,
convenient.
So and then some people they stay because of the sex. Is like, come on, they so
That's the pull I was talking about, that sexual
yeah.
chemistry sometimes. I guess when you're younger or when is your first and second and early relationships, I guess
But
now as we're older it's a bit different.
But do you think sex
Kind
still
of.
clouds some people's decision of
Oh
whether to
yeah,
stay
I
or
would.
leave?
I
Of
do.
course.
I do.
Not for
I-
me anymore.
I think
Miss Designer.
I think for some people it's really important to weigh it up, and it depends on where you are in your journey, because some people
Mhm.
don't believe they're going to get it as good
Mhm,
again,
mhm.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you've grown a lot, you realize what is good and what is for you
Mhm.
is going to come to you.
It's gonna come. Yeah.
So getting rid of this, what you think is good right now,
Mhm.
is not going to stop the greater stuff from coming. But you
Mhm.
have to be in a place where
Whoa, you have to
like,
be able to
when I was
open with
younger,
that
if
and
something
stuff.
was falling apart, you fight for it. As Lisa said, you hold on to it. Now I'm like, you know what? If you want to go, just go. It's all right. More will come. Been there, done that.
But what
And
if
I
they
think that is
go?
it, stressing over
Yeah.
the wrong people as well.
But
That
how do
little
you know who
stress
is
like
wrong? How do you
wandering.
know who is wrong? How do you know who is
But
right?
this is what I'm saying.
What
That was
what
mistakes.
defines what's wrong and what's right? And then
That was a
also,
mistake in the past for me.
and then if the person leaves and they come back,
How they
that's
coming
always a
back?
thing.
How they coming back, though?
They
Because
come
we
back to
wasn't talking to you.
message you, harass you. You know what I
We
mean?
wasn't talking to you.
You have people who you in situations. So you never had an ex who come back, must be 2-3 years after and say, "Girl, Giselle, it was a mistake letting you go. I should have
Well,
never let you go. You was the best thing that
let's
Uh-huh.
happened
just
to me."
say,
Look
let's
the
just
face.
say,
Look the
if
face.
I had played along, right, a couple,
Mhm.
especially during COVID,
Yeah.
if I had played along, like those phone calls with the wrong number, that would be that situation. Um,
Oh
if I had played along, there are people who routinely have conversations with those that are close to me, like my best friend and so on, long epistles about how it would have worked out.
Lord. Yeah.
If I play along, yeah, maybe, but I don't play along.
Okay.
Well, yeah, true.
What about you?
I think, you know what? I actually had some messages when it was maybe late last year. And it was
COVID.
like, you should have been my wife. And I'm like,
COVID.
mate, do you know, is this the right number? Like, is it me?
She
like I
became
said in a
English
British
one
accent,
time.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was kind of confused. I was like, so
Mm.
you're having a moment? And they was like, no moment. I just know that I love you and all this kind of thing. And I'm like,
I love you
no.
too, but
I
All
love
right,
me more. I
thanks for
love
yeah,
you
telling me.
too, but I
yes,
love me
love me.
more.
Thanks for telling me.
I love me
Okay.
more.
Have a
Yeah.
good day.
But I think a lot of people, and COVID made some people fearful of being alone. So a lot of people are
That
afraid of being alone and they're not
I
used.
couldn't leave now because
But I tell people there's a difference between being alone and enjoying your
yeah.
solitude. And I do think
Wow.
people, there's a difference. So there's solitude, you being by yourself and enjoying your own company and doing things for you, that's a choice. But being
Yeah.
afraid to be alone because you always need to have somebody around, that's something you need to check
okay,
out.
But
so
loneliness is a trigger too.
right.
I
So
could tell you
being
that from being
alone,
abroad, being on my own, I could tell you loneliness
Mhm.
is a
but
serious
being
trigger.
alone or being lonely, you can
Yeah.
be lonely in a crowded room.
Lonely.
So that's a you
Yes.
thing. That's not a
Yeah.
we thing. That's not a
Exactly.
relationship thing. Being alone, I always tell my children and I tell people, I enjoy being by myself. So
Oh, I
anyone
don't know.
who adds to who wants to come into the equation, you really have to trump the fun I have alone. You really
Yes.
have to bring the vibes, right? Because
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
myself, I feel like I'm good over here. I feel like it's a nice vibe and I'm good. If you're coming into it, a live band,
Bring a
some
little,
clap,
a little live, live
kind of
entertainment.
You
something
have to
kind of
add
jazz us up.
value. You have to
Yeah.
add value to my
Yeah.
existence space because my existence space is good as is.
I
And
like really love it by myself.
mhm.
Yes. The energy
All
is,
right,
is different.
all right, ladies. You know what time it is? Time for cold hard facts.
Oh Jesus.
Cold
So
hard facts,
names
ladies.
and
What's
places
yours
were
today?
names
Yeah,
and
we
places
have
were
to
left out in
because
the
we
last.
see you because
Oh,
we see you almost take a stage left. That's what you say, because like you wanted to exit, so we wanted to keep you in here. But cold hard facts. So all you have first today.
let me see what I have.
Well, I will go
What you
first.
have? What you
Well,
have?
it's the long Easter weekend, right? This one is to the ladies. Ladies, don't allow no man to dick nap you. You make your plans, you're going out, stick with it. Because when them going out, them just go and leave we high and dry. But when you dress to go out, suddenly there's the lovey-dovey. They want, sex, and you forget about going out and take off your clothes because you want to lie down and
You see,
don't
take
get
off
dick.
your clothes.
Don't get dick now by
You
nobody. You have your
see,
plans,
dip,
go
snap,
out.
take off your
Yes,
clothes.
yes. Go out, okay? Because when them going out with the boys, they just go and leave here. Don't get dick nap this
Crystal,
weekend.
where you was all these weeks, girl? You come out with her.
So
Yeah, fire.
none of our guys, I want you all to comment down below. None of you all ever get pussy napped either. Because
Women just do it too.
Oh yeah,
Women just
yeah,
do
yeah.
it too. Yeah,
Well, we know
yeah.
that.
all right, Lisa.
So okay, so fellas, this is for the fellas. The thing to always remember with females is suck, never chew. Okay. Just don't know.
Some
As an
people like
Easter, and people
to
having
nibble.
Christian thing.
Some
Yeah.
people like to nibble. Some people like to nibble.
Chewing, please.
Okay, then. This is a first. This week I coming through like Little House on the Prairie. All you come back. So I want to tell this is to help the guys know, right? Women do silent cutoffs. If you are looking for closure, not every girl is going to help you in that department. So just get over it. Right?
Gosh,
Don't
bless
drink
them.
no chemical substance. They just silently cut you off. They've moved on. It's over. Move on.
Chemical substances. Back today.
Anyway, ladies, thank you so much. Enjoy your Easter holiday, whatever your
Yes.
plans are. And to everyone out there, especially for our Trinidad audience, we've been having some spikes in cases. Please continue to wear your face mask,
Be safe.
practice social distancing, wash your hands, and let's continue to do what we have to do. Until next time, like, share, subscribe. You're watching Heart and Soul.
Bye.